But of course, guys, it is time. Mic check. 1, 2. 2 legit city on the mic. We were in. Gotta get into the Onis, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Let's go, let's go. All right, let's go. We're in, boys. The dupes are idle because there is nothing to do. Where's the refined metal? All right, let's sweep that. All right, should be good. Pumping out water for the spawn, chilling. The water got processed. Rooms are nice. We got some hallways. Oh no, everything's flooding because we are no longer producing. That's fine. All right, we just got to rebuild that. This is fine. This is super coolant. This area is a little bit better set up. Setting that up just makes sense. Let's get rid of this. A little bit of lag. All the power, man. You know what it is. We got the lead soaking, so now we're able to extract all the heat from the debris that we've stacked up for 1,000 years. 1,000 cycles. So we've been stacking up all the magma for a long time. All right, another thing is in our sour gas room. Jawbles are chilling. They have water too, so they can't be mad. A little bit of bad gas needs to spill out. I guess we could continue pumping a little bit. Oh, the battery stacks? Dude, we turned on the natty gas. I actually unplugged the power to the smart battery so that we could forcefully charge up with the natty gas we have now. Dude, 700 kgs. I mean, 7,000 per tile. Worked out pretty well. We have a little bit of naphtha left. Just these, and then we're done with all the naphtha. We're going to keep some for ourselves for liquid locking. Right, just a little bit. Otherwise, though, it's going to be completely used up. We do have this sour gas to deal with, though. We're going to add some water into here at some point. Matixo coming in with the prime. Thank you so much for the 29 months. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Enjoy the Emoji 20 Days ad free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But yo, man, appreciate you. Thank you for the support. I see you over there. All right, it's time to break down into this biome. We're going to just grab some petroleum. Guys, we got to hydrate. I have a little bit of coffee left. All right. I see you over the Matisse. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate for tuning in. It is Monday, so I hope you guys are having a good one. I'm building your power block and I love it, but I have a hell of a time building power lines. How do you advise you parse it out? So one of the things that I would recommend is, you know how I have one of these? You need to build one of these. The problem is that ideally these would be built if you want to have a good layout. You could try to run the heavy wire That's, you know, all your power. And run that off to the side. And then you want to do a tower. Another hour till I'm off work. Be strong on the Monday, Salima. Be strong. But yeah, just another hour and the Mondays is gonna be done. You see this? So you would have something like this, as tall as you want, on the side of your base. You just gotta run your wire through. If you want to keep it cool, you probably want to run a Wheezewort nearby so that the generation of the heat from the runoff doesn't actually, you know, stack up too much. And you could probably run a Wheezewort for every 4 transformers. Assuming there's oxygen there, right? And then the reason why is because all of these items are really bad to core. So you're going to want to have like a setup like this where you kind of box it in. Right? And then you would have doors on the side so that the core stays kind of in a room. And then from there, you're on the side of the base. You could run your wires. Right? So you're going to need one of these transformer towers nearby the base. If you're lazy or you have a lot of refined metal like I do, you just put it right here, right on top of where your gens are. At the time, I was doing geothermal for my main power source. That's why all my transformers are here. And then we run all the wires out, right? So it's really depending on how you want to set it up. But you basically need to run the heavy watt wire through the zone that you want to create your tower. But yeah, it really depends on your resource count. Gotcha. Hopefully that works. Your lines are kind of messy, I know, man. We could make them a little bit better. Just a little bit better. There are some things we could improve. But I can't be mad. This is decent. It's decent. I could flex that mines are not clean, but it's neat and clean. Hey, man, as long as you're happy with it. Honestly, can't be, you know, too hard pressed. Hey, man, that's a thing, though, man. What do you call that? There's a subreddit where they kind of grade people on how clean their wires are. Oh, yeah, ethanol res. Good eye, good eye. Thank you, T-Mayor. They have subreddits like that. Yeah, these guys are burning. It's hot inside. Alright, sweep the items. That being said, there's also a thing for people who cut chives. I thought that was pretty cool. Or kind of funny. They have a thing where it's like if you cut chives, they grade how good your chives are. Let's rebuild that. Clean that up a little bit. Mamba, I hear you, baby. What's wrong? I have a tower, but cleanly getting my wires to the destination is where I messed up. I have to live and learn. Honestly, the best thing you could do is, you know how my living space is here? You could grab your heavy watt wire that's in a different zone, right? Run it across to the edge and then feed it in, and then all the power goes from there. Because the big thing is the heavy watt, each segment is minus 20, and that's not the bad part. It's the radius 4 times. That means this core is really bad because that minus 20 is stacking. Now, the thing is that doesn't really matter. What you would want to do is click on a dupe, hover over their morale, and they're going to have something called last cycles decor. The minus decor only matters if that value, last cycles decor, is negative. Mine's is at 0 because I have floating wires everywhere. Right? We just have a heavy watt just chilling in the main base. It runs through the suits, goes through the top. I wanted to fix it, but I got to a point where I was like, nah, it's good. We don't need to fix this. I got lazy. It really do be like that though sometimes. No. Oh, you guys are not drowning. Let's go. I thought they was. All right. So how much more do we have left? Just a little bit. Oh, we dug down. Pretty good. Dig all this. We're gonna try to dig all that. This is gonna break too. Now the seals don't drown, dude. They know how to swim. They could breathe underwater, dude. I'm decor bombing my dupes. A lot of decor. Average decor is 300. Let's go. A lot of times, that's what you want to do. Stack up their decor when they're spending a lot of time at, so that you don't have to deal with the decor issue. It's a good idea, IMO. Take the peek. Agent, welcome in. Seals are doing good, don't worry. Once we pump up the ethanol, because they be drinking, they're gonna be able to be brushed again and they'll be happy. It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. I was using CO2 to feed molten slicksters. Nice. Get that sweet, sweet petroleum. They eat a lot though, man. Not gonna lie. Oh no, bro. The liquid mass is too hot. Yeah, they don't drown, man, for reals. I am for real. Never want to make your daughter cry. I don't want to. Simon Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Damn, that was not enough. Damn it, man. I just wanted to mop this up. Let's get rid of this. Still have a lot going to the infinite storage. That's the problem, man. You got to start using that fuel. I started burning my ethanol and I still have a lot. I have way too much. Too many people are hurt. Let's get rid of that. We're going to remove the insulator from here. I had the DLC almost for months to even try to drive. That means you're a good person and did not want to farm the seals for the tallow. Think about it that way, man. At the end of the day, you know, you're a good person. I have nothing to use. Yep, it'd be like that, man. At that point, you have to start doing what I'm doing. Get a bunch of reed fiber just to consume all the pea water you get. But yeah, that's exactly the problem we run into. Eventually, you have too much stuff. You don't know what to do with it. I'm just burning it at this point. $3K reed fibers. Yo, man. Do you want wood? Harbor trees are another good option. They do the 70 instead of 140. You get wood, get the wood tiles, wood ladders. Maybe do a wood burner to get more CO2 for the slicksters. Time to start a new save, man. Curse Metal, we're gonna be doing that on Wednesday, but you're right. We're basically done. The thing is that we had a goal of processing all the naphtha on the map. And then we're also wanting to process all the sour gas. But yeah. We really should start a new save. Oh, I meant to do with a 3K read. Oh, I see you. Hey man, it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna be done soon. Our goal of processing the naphtha is almost done. Just got a little bit of sour gas here. Not a little bit. I should probably start pumping this. What's my wattage here? Oh, it's not a lot actually. Okay. We're gonna start getting some of this sour gas pumped up. Okay, nice. We'll make this out of steel. All food. Don't have all the food yet. Missing nosh beans, mealwood. Even got those delectables. Dude, nosh beans. Do you have one of these? You just print one of these if you have the story trait. Maybe you don't have this. You don't. That's unfortunate. That would be what to do though. Oh, it's an old save. Don't have the new story trait stuff. That's unfortunate. All right, we're gonna put pumps in multiple areas to kind of have a better gas pool. We're gonna start pumping up into gas storage. After this is done and we're not going to need the heat spike anymore, we're probably going to use this right side for this chiller. And then we have infinite storage right here that we're going to try to move out all the sour gas into the second chiller. 2 chillers. Going pretty well. I guess we should also get rid of this gas pipe setup right here. Not bad. Let's clean what we can. Alright, this is just random water. CO2 is clean. This used to be all CO2. I'm so happy. We cleaned that out. Do you have in mind annoying food? Yeah, it might be missing. You're not counting the you're counting only the food you could make, right? So that is literally the curried beans. I mean, there's a list right here. Go down the list. Fish tacos, deep fried steak. Oh yeah, the fabled gamma mush. You probably don't have this. And then I should have nom noms. What is that? This is not a real food item. You can't make this. It's one of those items in the game that exist but don't exist. So it's like technically you can never have that. Do you have plant meat? Does that count? I don't know if you could eat this. I guess you can. And then the shellfish line, sandy shells. You don't have spaced out. Vanilla. Oh, you can't get the Saturn critter trap in base game, huh? Have you checked the star map to see if this drops from any planet? Actually, you shouldn't be able to grow this. Now that I think about it. Yeah. You should be good then, man. Just gotta make tofu. And the spicy tofu. That's really it, right? Tofu, spicy tofu. Rockets are charged. Everything here is gonna fall down. Oh, what? Oh, neighboring planet's getting hit. I thought it was gonna be us. Tofu, nom nom, spicy tofu roots. Okay, that's not bad. All right, so we have one here. We got to build some stuff. Looking at our home pod. Yeah, that is the last mini pod we have to activate. It's literally right here. And then that will allow us to start charging. So we are probably gonna get started on the rocket. We're gonna try to do the meme strat. Hopefully it's fine. So we really just need to be able to set up some normal stuff. Let's get some more bins in here. Try to get some loot inside that we'll need. After that run, you're gonna be doing all achievements. I'm gonna be doing that too. All achievements, base game, max difficulty. The classic. We're also gonna fulfill the food boxes because we have a lot of pemmican, so it's not really gonna matter. No max diff for me. Hey man, it's only if you want to, no worries. Too tired for that. That's fair, man. Alright, just gonna be digging a little bit. We will want to get rid of this helium at some point. We're gonna try to move everything from that biome into this biome. Minus 40, minus 30. It's still super cold here. Damn. Have to make a new reservoir? They're still drowning? Dude, these seals are alcoholics. How does one get helium? You gotta pray to the helium gods. You pray to them. And then one day they will bestow upon you helium. After which, you know, you gotta keep worshipping the helium gods. There's no other way to do it. Real talk is, you know, that Gamma Mush food I was showing you earlier? Same thing. Unless you're playing a modded map like I am. It's something that exists in a game that you just won't be able to have access to. Normal stuff, right? Gotta pop a few balloons. Can we lock Abductor in the helium room, make his voice funny? See, the thing is that he knows better to inhale. So if you guys don't know Abductor, man, we went to college together. And we were at the fraternity house. And, you know, they were making him smoke the reefer. And what happened was that he told me he did not inhale. And that one day he was going to run for president. Anyway, so he started talking a lot. Talking about one day we, the people, the legitizens, will be able to stand together and inhale the helium together. He was not talking about helium. Why me? I don't know, man. D-Mayor rolled the D20 dice, and I was like, oh, it landed on Abductor today. It's gonna be him today. Real talk, though. Yeah, man. Why Abductor? He didn't do anything wrong. He was just hanging out. All right, so we got to start setting up the temporal tear stuff. I just want to get it ready. All right, so we need to build one of these bad boys. That's 800 refined metal. We're going to need mesh tiles. We probably don't even need mesh tiles. I shared my helium beer with Legit once. We laughed, high-pitched. It was so funny. It was. And then some girl came up to us. Is that your real voice? And I was like, no, I got the black lung pop. And she started laughing. Abductor did not know the reference. And then she called her friends over. And that was How I Met Your Mother. Boys, true story. Totally true story. Insert Neil Patrick Harris.img black and white. True story, boys. I'm not sure who else has it, dude. That's fair. Very fair, very fair. Alright, so far everything's looking alright. Do we have... Getting meter. Okay, do we have uranium? Oh, did we make the enriched? We did, right? What's going on, Hunter? Welcome in. Enriched. Okay, we want that. We want 5,000. We're gonna go with iron. And then what else are we gonna need? Maybe metal ore. What can we make? Oh, we take the electrum, I guess. Or the cobalt. We have a lot of cobalt. 5,000 cobalt. Try and not get melted by all the rain. Y'all got rain? Y'all get weather outside of sunny days? Me too, California, man. Surfs up. Yo, 100% humidity. Oh, he got the rain, though. It gon' rain. That's fair. I was gonna say, Abductor, man, got a little bit too much humidity today. It's just normal Abductor stuff, though. This guy lives in the rain, born in it, raised in it. This guy is known as the Rain Man. He could tell you how close the airplane is by the thickness of its shadows. Very smart dude. I don't understand how he makes these calculations. All right, we got the 30 kgs of enriched. We're gonna try the strat, right? Oh yeah, we need obsidian. There's no way I have hot obsidian, right? All right, we're gonna lock the doors here. We're also gonna lock. All right, let me do a fake tile here. The plane is right above us, 5 meters distance. Yo, man. Doesn't that mean, like, we're at the tarmac at the airport and it's just on the ground? 5 meters is right there, dude. Right? We at the airport right now, man. Yeah, mountains got snow. It's gonna be freezing. Back to 70s rest of the week, man. Mountain weather is crazy. Warm day and then ice cold immediately. Aw, snap. Another couple reservoirs done. Dude, the last 2 reservoirs, sour gas is gonna be complete. Oh my god. Good stuff, good stuff. Somehow we still have chlorine everywhere though. That kind of sucks. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Alright, hydrogen gas. We might as well move it inside. Sour gas bottle. CO2, 9 tons. O2, we just open that. Synthesis gas we want to keep. Lum eggs, poop on the floor. Another CO2 at 1,000. Bottle of naphtha. Man, they don't want to build this at all, man. Alright, so metal ore, refined metal, enriched uranium. Oh yeah, and then I needed obsidian. Did they build that tile? They did. Alright, so if I click on a dude and click show nav, oh, there's no suits here? One dupe. Oh, they took all of the suits. Ah, they're all over there. I was wondering why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finally vacuum the magma area. Man, you're doing more than I am. Today's gonna be our last day. We are gonna basically call it quits after today. We are okay with the results. Did you put much effort in preserving a nature reserve for a new seed? Watching the Baator mod see you mostly clearing space combined with water. No, I don't have a nature reserve now. I feel like you would only need a nature reserve if you're playing max difficulty. Otherwise, you shouldn't have too much morale issues. We did the banquet hall, right? +6. We started with a great hall until we got the ornament. Otherwise, yeah, the bedroom +2, washroom +2. We have a rec room with some buildings inside that we use, and then this +6. That's technically +10. And then on top of that, we're eating pemmican. Just watch how you'll start to see. Yeah, the Baator mod, though, is more so a knowledge check. And how cautious are you? I feel like how I play this game is kind of like post-Baator trauma. Check the tiles before you do anything weird. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's not going to break. Make sure it's not too hot. Make sure it's breathable. A lot of weird stuff like that. But yeah, the nature reserve is very much something you don't really need, to be honest. Highest morale is 54. That's decent. I remember I did a run where the goal was getting 69 morale on the entire colony. That was a fun time. It was not as long as a run as I thought it would be. But I think you get up to like 75 morale. Like if you actually try to give it everything. Suits is still there. I've seen 100 morale. Oh, that's with specifically rolled dupes. Yeah, there's a max. I think, though, everyone, regardless of dupe traits, could hit 75, though. Which is why I try to target the 69. For the memes. And, of course, it's pretty feasible, yet, you know, not really a low number, per se. But yeah, there are some pretty big morale implications. I forgot which one. Like, I think from traits alone, you get +8. If you hit the requirements, something like that. Like, you had to get a specific roll, though. Nice. Okay, this re-solidifying means that the igneous is not going to melt and erupt on us. Let's go. Don't remember where my dupes are. Old Man Hunter doesn't remember, boys. Whoa. Alright, let's cut the line. This is not supposed to exit yet. Because this is still going. Oh my god, last reservoir. We're right there, boys. We are right there. Okay, so far so good. They're happy enough. Lots more points available. I'm not gonna lie, I almost never pass out my skill points. I feel like it's never really something that's a necessity. And it also feels like a trap. Realistically. Oh, are we out of iron? Is that what it is? We're out of iron. That's why. Alright, we're gonna change that to cobalt then. I was wondering why they're not hauling. Alright, so we have ore, we have refined metal, and I guess I wanted obsidian. But I don't want hot obsidian. And then the big thing we're gonna need is power. Alright, we'll set that up separately. But we'll have to do a couple of jank setups. The worst part about this is all the water. Alright. We're gonna have to just mine down a lot of this. Let's dig that. Nothing else is gonna melt. I guess this is gonna melt. But yeah, one dude max 4 skills. Second planet for a week, he was fine. You gotta make sure he has a good little eating area. That usually does the trick. 12 morale. 2 dupes, teleporter past asteroid, chipped in the hydrated surf and turf. 12 morale. Yeah, man. Just add water. Got that space food. Just going down this way is faster. We're gonna dig up the ice. Because I know these batteries are gonna be a problem. We're gonna try to move everything as best as we can. Yep. On normal difficulty. It's really, I feel like some of the stuff is really for like max difficulty shenanigans. Berry sludge is pretty solid. It's gonna be used for space food. 5.6 kcals of surf and turf. That's nice, man. This guy got the fancy steak dinner out in space. He got the fancy stuff. Alright, we're gonna have to pump up the water here. You got shellfish. What about the people with shellfish allergies? They deserve good food too. Fancy noms is fine. That's fair. Alright, so... It's always my neighbors. Alright, so that connects to the doors. I'm not really too worried. Okay, we're just gonna build a bunch of these. We gotta make some batteries. We're gonna start converting this when we send this. But we gotta make the batteries, guys. It's gonna take a while. Take the water, move the ice. Once all the things that could liquefy are off, we're gonna try to remove all the water from here so that the batteries don't explode. Main plant up to 7 million kcals. All burgers. Only America. Let's go, boys. 350 data bangs orbiting my planetoid. I see you guys over there. Dude, we're gonna be done with a naphtha so soon. Feels nice, man. Y'all got plastic. As long as you don't dump it into the ocean. It's gonna be all goods. $25 mil BBQ. Not enough lettuce and bun. That's a good problem to have. Realistically. Great problem to have. You should start giving people double patties. And call it the double trademark. The classic double, dude. Who doesn't like a double? Main food is lettuce. Surf and turf, shroom wraps, quiche, burgers. You should have 1 mil kcal of every food item. Nah, that's too much. Oh, dude, there's a slickster inside the tile. Seems legit, man. Shovels are nice. Very, like, efficient for the labor you put in. And we'll leave them inside now and Phil's done. We're gonna finish. I have 4 nosh beat plants. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Hit them with the fertilizer, dude. Now is the time. Hit him with the fertilizer. Oh my god, it's done. All the naphtha's gone, boys. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. Good stuff. Costco run. Oh, it's Monday. Gotta get that rotisserie chicken. Have a safe trip, Hunter. Do they have samples on Mondays? You gotta go to Costco for the free samples. Pincha is farm brick in Draco Ram. I see. Every single plant is fertilized, except for the bonbons and the pinchas. I see. Can't use the farming station in the ranch room. Kind of a problem, I guess. Okay, I feel like pre-pumping this was a good idea. Get some more inside. Just gonna be getting more storage so we could pre-pump everything in here. Oh my god, the naphtha is empty. Alright, there's probably some of these I can't reach. Oh my god, it's finally being done. Still super cold. The naphtha's fine. Oh yeah, the hydrogen we should release. A little bit more hydrogen. So much crude oils in bottles, nothing to do with them. No man, make one of these. Do the sour gas. Embrace the sour gas, dude. Nah, I just do patrol boiler first time in this run. Yo, man. Sour gas is just a couple extra steps. Not that bad. I guess we didn't really need this. Put that in here instead. One, two, three. Guess we move the fridge 4. Three, 4. Maybe remove the suits. We will need a bin for batteries. Bin for food. Remove the suits, maybe. And then we're gonna want to do ugly wire, I guess. That is right side. That's not too bad. Let's remove the wire. Build one of these there. Here, and then we do that. This is gonna be copy paste, remove 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad. This run was first time geotune, first time rocketry. Conquer the oil. Don't know any more first times on top of my head. I see you over there. I guess yeah. It's a good way to wrap up a run. Complete all the objectives. And the next time you still got something to do with the sour gas. Dude, did you just drop all the meats into the water, dude? Dude, you're not supposed to feed jawbos. What are you guys doing? Okay, this is all the napta we have left. And with that, the napta is done. I like Spaced Out, man. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. Spaced Out is cool. It might be just a lack of time. Doesn't have time to learn the game. And wants to just play something they're used to. Alright, now we just gotta deal with this. This is all the sour gas we got left. We're at a point where we don't need to heat this up anymore. So current temperature green signal if it's above 1. So this is now going to be permanently open. We're not going to extract any more heat. You don't like space content. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Proud of the hydro space program. Liquid hydrogen is a mission, though. It really is. It's one of those things that's like... It's weird. Like, if you think about it from perspective, the, we're gonna use cobalt. We're gonna need 25 E7 copy paste. That should be enough. The funny thing about that is like, if you think about it, the only thing you really gotta do is a cooling loop to do the hydrogen. And that's like the last thing you do in this game. Get the hydrogen engine, liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. And you need supercoolant for that. Like, on paper, it sounds simple, but it's like... It's only really big thing. Oh, no! They're massacring the Pakus! Oh, my God. Hunted down. Oh, my God. They all poop at the same time. Dude... All 8 Pakus are dead. God damn. Do they eat more than one? One per cycle. There was 8. And there's only 4 of you guys. Maybe the babies ate one each. Dude, they ate so many Pakus. That was kind of impressive. But yeah, one of the things that, like, if you think about it, this game is all thermodynamics. You know what I'm saying? It's all thermodynamics. The end game is just cooling loop. It's weird to say that, but the end game is just a cooling loop. It's such a weird thing to think about. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Now they're gonna starve. Nah, they're still wild. They just, you know, think that they are really good trappers. God damn. Thank you. Right, so far everything is great. I think this is ready. All right, so we're gonna send a mission with Abductor. You do be the interior designer. Okay, we're gonna send someone with build skill with you. Miss Chemical Stairs. Plumbing 2. Cyberdyne with carrying. I'll take Cyberdyne. Alright, Cyberdyne. Good stuff. Everyone's allowed to eat pemmican. We have a lot. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Interior designer. He was bored one day and just decided, I'm just gonna go get my degree in rocket piloting. They didn't tell him he couldn't, and he just did it. It really do be like that sometimes. All right, let's mop up the water. And then hopefully the batteries we make are not going to explode. All right, everyone seems fine. So they're going to be going over to get the first build in. That's going to be primarily for the... whatchamacallit? The research reactor setup. We're going to unplug this. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 400 each. So we're just gonna move in cobalt. And just put 4,000 inside. Cool, this is grounded. We could move in a reservoir just to get some water. And another thing is we have a lot of water, so I kind of want to do this. Yeah. Chlorine is being consumed. Decent. We're making a little bit of salt. That got removed. Alright, we're probably not going to go up here anymore, so we're just going to clean this up. Same thing here. Run the ladder down like that. Buildings. Remove these. Remove that. There's no fire pole here, huh? We never got rid of this. This area is kind of weird. We should just do something like that. Clean this up a little bit. Plastic ladder up that side. Clean up the walls. Probably remove this ladder set. We could try to like remove some of the ugly wires, but I think we're fine with this. Okay, 2.4. Gotta lock this up, getting some meteors. Still waiting for that to be built. Okay, so this is done. Ooh. Some water in the pipes. I guess we'll have to leave it there. You know what? We'll empty it out. Thug life. So there's no water here anymore. I should not have to be worried about dropping batteries here. Should be fine. Pumping up the sour gas. This barely went down. Still at 800. This is kind of where having like a larger pipe capacity would have been really nice. It is what it is, though. Can't really be too mad about that. Okay, we're gonna unground this so when they get there, they don't get wrecked. They have different schedules. That's fine, I guess. This is getting hotter. Oh, because I removed the turbines that was keeping equilibrium. I mean, it's not going to change too much. We'll wait till we pump up the sour gas before we remove this. We probably won't remove it. Good chance, just because we're probably not going to finish pumping the sour gas today. We are effectively done, though. The goal's achieved. NAPTA is all boiled. Now it's just a lot of processing said sour gas, which we're able to do 8K now instead of 7. It's going up. Everything's pretty set. Got a cooling loop for the natty gas. It's working pretty well. We're making batteries. I think we have enough. I think we only really need 75. We need water here. Do we not have cobalt? We do. We should be fine. Pyrite to iron, 99 cobalt, electrum to gold. We're doing Pokeshell molten eggshells, that's fair. We've never processed the fossil. We have so much fossil at the top because they used to be in the hot biomes. We cooled it down, brought it out. We're not even using it. These Pokeshells have done us so well, eating all the polluted dirt and mud. Unfortunately, they are just going to be chilling. Though now that we don't have any more Peter, they might start starving, right? Feels bad. .1 cycles. Up and out the sour gas right there. 28 kgs. Doing good, man. So we're basically setting up for the research reactor setup on the ice planet. We're going to do a forced meltdown. Hopefully we don't get wrecked. Oh yeah, that might be why we might want to make some of these. Make some rad bolt pills. Base is looking pretty good. Some spots are cold, but I think that's fine. I like the cold. CO2 water. We have so much water. -9, positive, -4. The ice biome is basically melted. Can't really be too mad about that. 0.7. Okay, so we are going to be doing a reactor here. Should be no issues. Maybe. I gotta go to sleep in a few. Yo, man, if you are, have a good one. Rest easy. And you'll be able to get into that new save soon, dude. This guy's beating the game. Alright, at this point, no one should be idle. We have so much, like, hauling jobs to do. No more idleness. Okay, so... do we want to deal with this? Oh, my ears just popped. Such a weird feeling. Helium. We could just leave this alone. It's not like we're going to do much with this. If anything, it's just a biome. More or less carved out as well. Add some petroleum. Not doing anything else with this. If anything, we just delete the gas. But yeah, it's in such a weird pocket. Next to the sour gas. 600. This is down to 550, and this is open now. All right, we're gonna force this open. You could, it just doesn't do anything. Helium in this game does not do anything. It's so weird. It says -268.9. You don't get that cold. You don't get cold enough to actually transform this. So, like, liquid helium doesn't exist in the game. So you could super cool it, it just doesn't do anything. It just stays helium. That's kind of the problem with the other gases. They exist, but they never got developed. Synthesis gas makes molten synthesis -252. That's basically hydrogen. But yeah, you don't actually get molten synthesis gas, I believe. Like, it doesn't actually come about. They don't think be like it is, but it do. Liquid healing would be cool if they had to use it. It's gonna be an away team, boys. Seems legit. I see you over there, Zarek. Alright, it's time to build the setup. Power's right here. Let's get a couple tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get the granite here. Let's get the rads. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna bounce down. We're gonna need one of these at some point. Shoots down, shoots down. This goes diagonal. Activate. We're gonna get the reactor. We're gonna do a weird side feed. Oh, we might melt this on launch. Super cool. Helium is weird. IRL. Oh, is it? They got the weird properties. That's fair. Okay. Get as much as we can built. Just gonna be doing some prep setup for this. It's only fluid with 0 viscosity. It's literally frictionless. So does that mean that if you put that on a bobsled, it's gonna approach the speed of light? Because it's gonna be sliding with no regard. I guess there's air friction. And the air drag slows down. Literally frictionless. Oh, dude, is that here? Did we close it? Did we close the doors? Okay, we good. And they're able to do everything inside. Cool. We just need them building. That reminds me, we're gonna need some metal ore in here. How come no? Oh, low job priority. Oh, we're still adding water in. Socializing at the pod seems legit. Why is this locked? Who locked this? We have a side door, I guess. Okay, now we just gotta store rat bolts. Copy paste. Start getting these set up. Go with 497, 487, 479. $467. Okay, hopefully that's prime. Should work out. Alright, all we gotta do now is build the reactor and then we fly back. Dude, I didn't think this building took that long to build, dude. God damn. Maybe Abductor is just really bad at construction. Looks like this little IKEA cabinet of an item is gonna take him like a week to build. Like, my god, dude. This is slowness. And he's out of shape. Doing a little bit of DIY and he keeps putting his hands on his knees and needs to breathe. He's green in the face. He's having a bad time. Cyberdyne over here one-shotting everything. There's no art. Just look at that. It's not even beautifully shaped. Hey, man. You might be right. He's holding his breath. He is. Is there a final mirror? Get the rat bolts in the engine. Yeah, so this one goes down this way. And then this one goes diagonally. And then if we do this and you get a square, 5 by 5, you know the diagonal's there. So reflect. I mislocated how close this needed to be with the rocket platform. So, yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, this portal opener. Cyber 9. Just chilling. All right, so this is built. Summon the crew, man. Let's go. Yeah, seeing as a new dude came out of the last update. I forget. That was a QL update that we got. She got released with the Neutronium DLC pack. Y'all remember that DLC? The Neutronium stuff. That was the DLC that released Cena. You do 100%. I think it was the Neutronium pack, right? Or was it the QLL update that happened around the same time? Alright, so the meteor shower is done. A little bit of dirt. Do we have everything we need? We don't need that much water. Get rid of this. Water bottle right there. I've gotten 1706 enriched uranium sitting in my Saturn critter trap. Farm beta hives. Reactor time. Not gonna lie, man. 10 kgs a cycle. That's the rough estimate. 10 kgs a cycle. All right, we're going to be getting ready. Yeah, 10 kilograms a cycle, roughly. If you sweep in 10 kilograms, you will roughly be able to have it run for a day and then it turns off. So doing like a sweeper setup to feed your reactor 10 kgs when you want it to turn on is probably like a good way to kind of set that up. Because what you would do is you would have a bin, right? Kind of limit how much you sweep through. Yeah, the amount of steam you get, it kind of depends on how hot the water is that you feed it in, because the water has to heat up, right? So I think it's 400 or 300 degrees. So if you feed in cold water, it has more room to heat up. It's low mass, but it's also 80-20. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unless you get the betas to do it for you. The centrifuge is pretty bad. You put in 10, you only get 2. So like to get the 10 kgs, you got to put in what is that? 50? 500. You have to put in 500 kilograms of uranium to get 20 kilograms of enriched. Something like that. 10 kilograms of enriched. Okay, we're down to 200. Okay, so we have the sour gas in here. We're gonna start running this. We're gonna stop doing the pumpage here. Now it's a half bubble and we get another half from the other side. Realistically though, that probably doesn't do anything for us. Do that instead. Take turns pumping. And then this all comes in from the right side. Alright, we're now processing this right side. It's gotten started. This is going to take a little bit longer to pump out to the top. And then after we're done with that, we got all the sour gas too. Maybe we should do this. And just having it merge in. Because at this rate, this is a half pump. I need to just start doing this. This could back up. Not really a big deal. And then it merges bubbles like that. We also got the canister of sour gas from some of the random pumping we did outside. Not bad. Let's take the rad bolt pills. Inside. Power bank. Let's move that in. Foods inside. Spare suits. We just got to do the power wire stuff. Ooh, 1.6. Not bad, not bad. Autosave lag. And we really just want to process this through. We added extra pumps because once it gets thin, it's going to suck. But so far, it seems all right. This is forced open. 69 ton. Nope, back up to 70. Let's get it to 69. That could be kind of fun. Let's get it to 69 tons. Why not? That is nice. Oh no, 68. We'll make some more. The glossy babies are back. They was mad at us for the longest time. Otherwise, this is going pretty good. Let's move the airflow here. Probably not gonna need this. We're getting pea dirt still? From what? Do we have food rotting or something? Up top? We shouldn't be getting it from toilets. Oh, the sieves. This is generating. Yeah, it's true. Sand is at 300 tons. We're doing good. Looks like these guys helped us out a lot with the sand production. All right, starting the sour gas. So this is going to stop turning on. Everything's working pretty well. Natty gas just goes up. And the crazy thing is that our geothermal is still at 800 degrees. Dude, this is... We could have just lived off of the geothermal. We didn't need to do the sour gas cooling. I guess it gave us something to do, though, I guess. So it's not that bad. We are 0.4. Power banks are in. Let's go. All right, so refined metal ore, obsidian. Go up to 5 kgs again. Ooh, solid mercury. Otherwise, we're just moving a lot of hot stuff into the cold biome. Kinda just chilling. This got cleaned up. .30 degrees right there. It's working well. Doesn't need to be on, but it's on. Then I guess we don't need these weird setups. Not bad. We're back. Let's do a quick couple charges. Yo, Treble Queen! Coming in with the raid. What's going on, Treble Queen? I see you over there. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. That's a lot of dinos. You know, sometimes they kind of go out of control. 39 dupes. How's the game holding up? The road to 50. How is the game holding up? Are you able to give everyone oxygen? After that, you don't want to starve. It's holding. I have a great demand for water. Yep. Everyone needs to breathe, yo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is technically 50 dupes. Wish I could share some of this with you. We also have this too. 12,000 kgs. Goodness. But of course, welcome in, people of chat. If you guys are just tuning in, coming in with a Treble Queen raid, my name is Too Legit. Doing some Onis today. It's going to be the last day of us doing the Baator mod. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We'll be happy to help. We're going to be getting ready to do the tear stuff. Setting up the reactor to charge this. And then we fulfilled our objective. We had 400 tons of naphtha. And then we boiled it all to sour gas. And then we chilled sour gas, got sulfur. And then we have natty gas here. And then we're consuming said natty gas for power. So it's pretty good. We have a sour gas biome on the right side right here that we're pumping out still, but we have 2 supercoolant based chillers. Minus 170, minus 170. 400 tons, yeah. We had 60 reservoirs filled, and that was post-processing. Like, we had a lot of it in bottles, and we used a lot of bottle drainers to get it started. But yeah, this is the Baator mod. There is a naphtha biome. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it was a lot. Funny thing is that our geothermal power that we used in the beginning is still holding up strong. Still a lot of power in these rocks. 900 igneous, 100 tons. 900 igneous, 100 tons. Another 100 tons. Another 100 tons. We have about 450 tons of igneous at around 850 plus. We have a lot of heat still. We could still siphon out of that. But yeah. The Baator mod is basically conquered. We have all the biomes taken care of. It's a little bit cold, but you know, it's fine. Outside of that, it's holding up great. But yeah, people of chat, man, y'all got questions, I got answers. Let me know. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoy the stream. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. But yeah, ended up not needing this natty gas, sour gas chiller setup. Turns out that geothermal is good enough power. I don't know if you see this, but this is 6 rockets worth of batteries. Let me actually count how many batteries are here. What does that say? 80? 80. So that's 1/6. No, so I have 80 tall. So that's divided by 240. I have 80. I have 8 million watts of power stored effectively. 8 million. Wait, no. 80 times 100,000. Yeah, 8 million. We got a lot of power, boys. Works out pretty well. I guess we could extend the tower so it breaks through, technically. Yeah, man, the Tower of Power has been a great strategy. I have enjoyed it so far. Sour gas. Doing the chills. The base is great. Calories, oxygen. All the rooms decorated. Everyone's doing great. They got balloons. They got nice buildings. I guess we could do some hallway designs. No, I don't reach. Maybe not then. Trees. And then a sky. Why not? Give it a nice little hallway. Let's do the fresh white in the science rooms. This stripe pattern kind of looks like how you would see it in real life. Evenly uneven. Everything else is looking all right. Bump it up, sour gas. And then we have 170 in here remaining. Not bad. But yeah, our run is done. The Baator mod, if you guys are not familiar with Baator. The 10 Biomes of Hell. Modded Planet toy. A lot of weird stuff like helium. Seems legit. Otherwise, though, you get stuff like pyrite. But yeah, taps into the database of Oni and uses some resources that they would otherwise not have. And they crank it up, like giving you rock gas. Fun times. And then a whole bunch of magma. As you can see, these volcanoes here, this used to be a magma zone. Dug it out, boxed up the volcanoes, took the magma and solidified the igneous there. Using that for power ever since. Been pretty good. Got a bunch of baby seals. They're doing their best. Oh, and we get to turn this off. A little bit too much rad bolt maxed out. I wish I could send the rad bolt from here to the planet. I wouldn't even be mad if I only got like 10 rads after max charging to 500. Because it's like, at least it's getting something. I have so much radiation here. 22,000 per cycle. 79 tons of liquid nuclear waste. Fun times. Good free charging. If you guys don't know what we're doing a rad bolt gen shooting out diagonally. And then we adjust that to loop into the engines. What's going on, Frankie? Oh, you got the bad internet today? Feels bad, dude. You hate to see that kind of thing happen. Having bad internet's a bad time. Hopefully that fixes itself. Though I will say one time I had bad internet. I found out why I had bad internet. A bird made a nest where all the internet cables were and damaged the wires. These goddamn birds. I had to call up the ISP provider and they're like, we'll check it out. They're like, yeah, bird did some damage on the wires. It's common though, so you know, don't worry. Okay, cool. Sounds nice. And then once he fixed it, our internet was better. Though it's like, I don't know how much of that story is true. It could have been just, you know, damaged wires. That's kind of normal. But yo, man, hopefully the internet gets better, man. Not enough trees around. Yeah, so they're roosting up on top of the telephone wires. It's so sad. You think about it. They didn't do it because they want to. They did it because they had to. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Sometimes feels burb, man. Burb's just trying to make a living. Man, I'm not gonna lie. It feels so weird when you're not connected to the internet. And I feel like we do really kind of take that for granted. In a sense that it's like, when we're on the internet, we're kind of just, you know, doing the ADHD stuff. The very commonly stuff like that. I have a bird's nest in my house on the roof. They seem to have some eggs inside. Oh man. You could sell those off as free range organic pigeon eggs. I don't know how that works. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know enough about burbs. Colony is awesome. Everything is doing amazing. Some bottles of sour gas I wouldn't mind moving. Oh, it's already there. Not bad, not bad. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I remember one time we had one time. I remember back in the days before the internet was as prevalent as it is now. One of the best things to do was to like crack open a beer and play cards with the homies. That was always a great time. I'm that friend that lasts forever to answer texts, but when I don't have internet, I feel super incommunicado. Dude, man, you just don't want to be left out. You want to be part of whatever's happening. And when you have that clear cut with the internet, it's like severance. Kind of understand that. Kind of understand that. It is weird the internet became such a thing in our lives. It's crazy, man. The internet is both a blessing and a curse. It is like the epitome of that phrase. Having it has made everything so much better, but at the same time so much worse. It started off as just a way to like have additional socialization, and it's now become its own ecosystem instead of a supporting role to real life. Still a little, I wouldn't mind a little bit of ice right there. Get the temperature plates in. Because it was like in the beginning, it was like, you know, just a place to see other people, meet other people. That was like the rise of like What's that? What's that? Chat roulette and like MySpace. Dude, I still like board games. I just feel like it's at a point though where it's not as fun because people start looking up meta strategies. You guys have that one friend that plays a little bit weirdly and differently from everyone else, but he always wins? And you're like, I don't really understand this. Turns out he Googled meta strategy for the game. Which is why he plays the way he does. And then it's like, it's no longer fun. I feel like it was so much better before, where you had more variance in the game skill. I had a friend with a large assortment of board games, so no one really has a chance. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I love board games, but I feel like it's better to not play them unless you're playing with other people. So like getting good at it while you're like, you know, just chilling is not a good thing. Do they still have those cafes? I remember back in the days, they used to have coffee shops that would have board games. Like as part of the coffee shop arrangement. So you would go there, get coffee, get pastries, get snacks, maybe a sandwich. And you would have an assortment of board games to play. And I remember this place had like everything. Huge, like, you know, the bookshelves? They would have like an aisle of just board games alongside the wall. And it would just be like, you know, just go there and play it. From Argentina, we have this game called Truco. You could be amazed to meet some youngling that knows how to play it nowadays. Haha. Dude. I feel like so much of the basic games are no longer really like... We used to play this game that has like multiple different names, and I was kind of surprised when I went to college how many people knew how to play. It was called Big. It was going to call it Pasoy. So many different names depending on who you learn it from. I don't know if people still know how to play that, man. That's still a thing. All the boba shops at Connect 4 and Checkers, does that count? Nah, it's more than that. That feels like having a computer with only solitaire and saying that you're a gamer. Technically, you're not wrong. You're a gamer, but at the same time, those are the most basic of basic games. Like, you gotta at least have Catan and stuff like that. Maybe, like, Ticket to Ride, Starry, Life, Snakes and Ladders. I don't know about Monopoly. Those games take too long. Monopoly Deal, maybe. D&D, never had a chance to experience it. Dude, I remember the first time I played D&D. It was not a real first experience because we was at school and it was the last week of the year. We still had to go to school because we were scheduled to go to school, but all of the curriculum was done, all the final exams, all the quarter tests, and we were literally just being babysat. Teachers didn't have anything. We just hanging out with the teachers. We get to hear the stories from the teachers when they were young, stuff like that. And one of the things we were like, one of the teachers like, you guys have free time today. Some of the people were like, dude, let's do D&D real fast. They're like, no, it's not gonna happen, dude. He's like, no, dude, just give it a try. So he was like, okay, I'll be DM. So make your character sheet. We took an hour to even get a character sheet set up. And we didn't get to play. D&D is one of those games that's like, you gotta set aside time for it, dude, realistically. Otherwise, it's never gonna get done. We have a microbrewery that has a full assortment of board games. Yo, I see you over there. Does LeBron James go to Golden State next season? If he does, I doubt it, man. I have Golden State low on the tier list. I have him re-signing or going to Cleveland near the top. I see you, Jack, but hope you're having a good one. How do you feel about Yusai Majiri? Hunter, welcome back. Only an hour for a character that's fast. I play D&D 4 hours a week with 2 campaigns alternating. Dude, it's like we only had an hour for the class. So it's like after that hour, we're like, we gotta go lunch. We will see. He has accolades. They're bringing in b-ball mines. The thing about Golden State is that they're keeping a lot of their cards close to their chests while doing a lot of the media stuff that they need to do that's not truthful. You know, like you can't let people know someone's being sold. Otherwise, they're going to be like, we want them for cheap. They're doing all of that right now. Realistically, they're doing all of that right now. You could see it with the verbiage, what they're saying. And I'm not gonna lie, the Lakers would not want Porzingis because we've seen that happen in Dallas already. You've seen that happen in Dallas. I don't think they're gonna want Jimmy. He makes too much money, so it would be like a vet min signing. That's the whole league at this time, except my Lakers. The Lakers are the opposite. Sell everyone, even though we got the best free agents on the market right now. With Austin Reeves and Rui. It's kind of wild. You could also argue Luke Kennard had a really good playoff. Well, not really good. He had a really good start. And might get paid from that. But I'm not gonna lie, if we have Braun walk, it is not ideal. It becomes a thing where it's like, is it a sign and trade? Would be better. There's really no one on Golden State they're gonna be really willing to trade. He's always wanted to play with Steph. There's really no other way to get that done. I feel like they are more wanting to get Giannis more than LeBron. Because let's be real. Giannis is going to have a longer career than LeBron does. Like remaining on, you know, given his age. So they would probably want to try to get Giannis first and then try to build around Giannis post Curry. Or maybe have Curry do the LeBron role. Play 50 games and play the playoffs. Kind of a deal. Now, the problem with that is the Steph Curry Giannis pick and roll doesn't work. And the reason why is because Steph Curry is a better Dame Lillard. They are effectively very similar in how they play. Kind of, not really. But they're both small guards that shoot. And you need a point forward, arguably, or a second guard to kind of do a lot of the playmaking for both those guys. And that's LeBron James. The thing is that LeBron wouldn't want to play that many minutes, and he would need to kind of become the engine at that point. Which means you kind of need to keep Draymond. If you keep Draymond, you have to give up Porzingis then for Giannis. You're probably going to want to keep Jimmy. Because center for center, right? Porzingis for Giannis. The problem is that are they going to be willing to give up all the first round picks? Plus maybe pods? Honestly, I don't see LeBron happening in Golden State. I would want Giannis to go to Miami. Honestly. Or to the Knicks. I don't really see him coming to the West Coast. With Curry upping for 2 years, you're going to go all in. I mean, do you remember that huddle they had at the end of the season? I feel like even if you keep Steve Kerr, I think Draymond's gone, dude. Could only get what's out there. I think realistically they're gonna trade Giannis for like Nikola Jovic, and then maybe Tyler Hero. I feel like that's a bad trade because you have no guards now. And it becomes a thing where it's like, do you have a lot of guards that are willing to sign with Miami to play with them? And you need someone to play make for your two bigs. Because they have said that they want Bam and Giannis to play together if they do get Giannis. The only other person with a big enough contract is what, Tyler Hero? You're probably... And another weird thing is you also have Kelaware, who's another big young, wants minutes because he needs the minutes because he's young. That's 3 bigs. And it becomes a thing where it's like, I don't know how that works, man. It feels like you kind of want to trade Bam or Kelaware. But it's like, realistically, from a talent perspective, you should try to keep Kelaware. And probably Bam. He's going to drop 83 on you randomly. Honestly, though, I think whatever happens, there's going to be more than 2 teams. Like Giannis and another team are the 2 teams, right? I think there's going to be more teams going to be trying to get in on the sweepstakes. I feel like if my Milwaukee does blow it up, they're going to try to get as many picks as you can. And they're not going to really care who they get. Who I'm more curious about, though, is what do the Timberwolves do? They have to do something. Because they got exposed. Realistically, you have to get rid of either of Rudy Gobert or Julius Randle. And I feel like if Milwaukee does trade Giannis, they're going to be a part of the trade where Julius Randle gets moved to Milwaukee. And then whoever they get from Miami goes to Minnesota. I feel like that's going to be what happens. I think they keep Rudy. He is low-key the defensive anchor. And while he is like a negative on offense, he's a positive on defense. And then after that, you just need... What do you really need? Like, the team core, Nas is not bad. The Shannon Jackson Jr., I think that's his name, stepped up. Ayo was pretty good. I don't know if they re-sign him. I just don't know who Minnesota wants to get. Like, let's say you have Julius for sure on the trade block. I don't know who you would want to target in that price range. Honestly, is Reeves gonna get a big deal? It doesn't matter. We have his bird rights. I think he gets paid 30 mil. Realistically. I think he gets paid 30 mil. I think Rui gets 20 mil. I think we lose Luke Kennard. As much as we would want to keep Luke Kennard, I don't think he's going to take less. We need to trade Vando and Dalton for Herb Jones. Pelicans aren't going to give him up, but that would be the ideal setup. Herb Jones, 3 and D, not that much, you know, 3, but he's better than Vando. And he's athletic, young, same age line as Luka. It'd be pretty good. Marcus Smart only works if he's off the bench. If you have to start Marcus Smart, I feel like you're not a championship level team. Like, he's good, he does his role well, he's too injury prone, he can't play long minutes, and as a result needs to be off the bench. I feel like another thing is OKC has to get rid of 2 of their players, or Chet or Jay Will. I don't know what they do though, but I can't really talk about them because they're still, you know, in playoffs. Too much to be paid to play a game, but then I hate organized professional sports. Honestly, man, it's you know, if there's money there, there's money there, man. I feel you though. That's a lot of money to, you know, play basketball, a children's sport, arguably. Start playing young. But then it's like, you look at the soccer players, they're getting paid handsomely as well. Across all professional sports, everyone's getting paid pretty much. But yeah, man, I want to see what Minnesota does. I want to see who we keep. I wouldn't mind keeping Luke Kennard. He has been nice. I just think that he's going to want more money than we're going to be able to give him. I honestly see LeBron taking 20, 25 mil. I could see him and Austin getting paid something similar. And then there might be something where it's like, well, we want Austin to make more than you by $1 or something. And that's going to be like a talking point during the season. But yeah, we would need to try to get someone like Herb Jones. Contract-wise, Vandal plus Dalton works. And then it's like, they'll probably want a first. Herb Jones did have a really bad end-of-season stretch. They did not do that great. He was having some pretty bad games. So hopefully we buy him cheap. And then Jalen Duren, the Detroit Pistons center that, you know, was looking amazing, and then he became human. I'm not sure what happens to him, man. He was the big storyline for Detroit. But yeah, we still need a big. There are almost no bigs out there that is like someone you want to target. Oh, oh no, wait. We can pump the oxygen, it's fine. I was gonna say, we ran out of O2 for the suits? That's gotta be illegal. Let's try to get this. There we go. We're gonna have to start using that empty pipe that we never pulled out. But yeah, man, it's gonna be kind of exciting. I hope, regardless of what happens, I hope the team that comes out of the East wins. And I low-key think, because of how history works, it's gonna be the New York Knicks. There was some superstition where it was like, because this happened, the following year, this team wins the championship. And I forgot what it was, but it lined up that New York would win. Because something happened. You know what I'm talking about? There was one of those weird NBA conspiracy theories where because this happened, this is going to be a result. And then it happened to be true for the last 5 years. I forgot what it was, but it all pointed to New York winning. And I wouldn't be mad about that, man. I wouldn't be mad about that. If New York wins, Giannis probably goes to Miami. Because he's going to be like, I don't want them to compare me to Kevin Durant. This team wins the chip, and I go, you know, get traded to that team. He's not going to want that. You know who I think would be a really kind of weird fit, but I think kind of works? Can you imagine trading KD to Orlando or Paulo? That kind of works really well, dude. I'm not sure if that's going to be the avenue they want to go, but that could be pretty good. Bane, Suggs, Franz, Paulo. I mean, Bane, Suggs, Franz, and then you have KD. That's pretty solid, especially on the East. The problem is going to be, though, I think, the coaching, if that does happen. Yeah, a lot of weird ideas. Offseason's going to be, as the kids say, lit. Pretty good. 22. It's going to be a while before that goes down. 8-5. This is just stacking up. And then this is going to take forever to pump. Though it's sharing the pipeline, I think that was a good idea to do. 7 kgs here. This is just open now. There's no heating here anymore, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, these tiles are at 300 degrees. We're not extracting heat anymore, given our design. And these are just pumping to kind of make up for the pipeline having to do 2 pumps. It's working pretty well. All right, guys, I am going to do a quick break. I got to use the restroom. Gotta use the restroom, y'all. Oh, no. We're out of oxygen. Okay. Looks like the rusty oxidizer is done. We'll get suits up, though. Guys, I will be right back. Restroom time. Quick break, stretch, get some water. We back, boys. Apologize. No dartles. Those guys are not cool. Look at that. This looks like a really jank wallpaper job. Goddamn. Zero tile range. 12 decor. It's so tough. Doesn't really do enough there. Everyone gets to hang out. Ornaments looking pretty good. Where did I put the second ornament? Where was the second one? Oh, it's right here. We good, we chilling right now. Alright, the O2 is coming in. We just need a little bit of time to catch up. Can't be too mad about that. Let the dupes work. I'm Psycho 183 with 24 rockets left to be crafted. 24 rockets left to be crafted. Oh, the blast shots. The blast shots. I honestly think the prehistoric DLC is the best DLC after Spaced Out. It's hard to argue against Spaced Out. It's done a lot of great things. But it's very clearly the next best DLC. Both the other ones, Bionic, Frosty Planet Pack, like all those other DLCs are like not that great. The Dino DLC Prehistoric Planet Pack was amazing compared to those. So I will say though, compared to Spaced Out, I'd probably take Spaced Out. But yeah, the Dino Pack was nice. I would recommend that one over the other ones. All right, warm water. Just spreading that out so we could melt some stuff here. A lot of ice. That's gonna melt. We're gonna release this one. Nice. Even more hot water. So we're trying to create an ocean, I guess. Melt all the ice and all that bad stuff right there. Everything just works with each other. You don't need to add an oil bomb or something weird. Yep. That's the thing about the seamless connection. Almost, I guess. Seemingly seamless. Everything really just works. But yeah, man, it is nice. I think it's one of the better DLCs. Dude, we let this off gas for a couple of streams, and it's only released 2 tons of chlorine gas from the bleach stone. Goddamn. It really is gonna take forever. Is there a bleach stone oxidizer? Kind of like the sublimation station. I wouldn't mind if someone modded this building to do the same thing this building does, but with bleach stone. speeds up the off-gassing of the bleach stone. Yeah, but it's like in the world of Oni, dude. I feel like it's not that bad. Oxidizing bleach stone would be terrifying. Would be cool if you could throw it into a sconce. That would be, yeah, very easy mod right there. Just throw it in a sconce. Wouldn't be bad. This area is kind of warm. We're gonna do a sweep right here. Just so that we move a bunch of the cold stuff into the base. Off-gassing, completely different from oxidizing. Basically, you know what I mean though, right? Like the effects of the sublimation station speeds up the conversion. Just so that we could process the bleach stone into chlorine a little bit better, faster. Though, yeah, though that would be kind of minor solution and it would work. I don't think they would give it to us. We're in the end game, boys. Oh, shit. I'm happy a meteor shower didn't hit us. Ah, the door's open. I forgot about that. Alright, so as many people as they can are trying to use this. Alright, we're gonna build a canister filler here. With math. And then we're just gonna use the oxygen to refill like the front suit. Speed that up just a little. Out of Pokies and Ranch. They chillin', man. Okay, this is gonna be O2 Auto Bottle 9. We're gonna cut the first 2 suits. So that we could charge the back and this charges the front. Because we have a lot of just suit oxygen, right? It really looks like you should do front to back for the suits. I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. But I feel like it does kind of matter, though. Let the dupes work. Let them sweep. Bunch of items to move out still. Pokies be chilling. We're out of rust. And then we're just consuming the chlorine from the infinite. From the geyser right here. Getting the Megaphron grains. Not really doing anything else with it, though. Oh, yeah, that's our pemmican grain. Forgot about that. Oh, no, it's not. You don't need pemmican for that. It's our berry sludge grain. 2,000 grains. You know, that doesn't actually count towards our calories. So we can make a bunch of frost buns. Yep, that's one thing I lucked out on. Iron ore. We found out it's right here, man. Bunch of iron. Bunch of iron chilling. Like, what the heck, man? 4 tons per tile. And you get lime, dude. What the hell is this? Though I will say this planet is not that difficult. Doesn't seem too bad. It's a little bit on the cold side, but it's like -10. Oh my god. They were using this. Oh my god. Classic dupes. It would be so easy to have an invisible storage that grabs the O2 from the suit instead of throwing cans into the world. I wish the buildings here had a like socket to manually just deposit air canisters. And it wouldn't travel, it would be specifically for that locker. Kind of like the canister drainer attachment, but on the top of the building. That would have been really nice. What are you playing? We're playing Baator Modded. That is the lime biome. Totally legit. Not to be confused with the water planet. That also has lime there. But yeah, you got some options for the lime. What is it? Who is it? Welcome in. It's filling up a little bit nice. Gotta add space sensor. Oh yeah, we're getting meteors right now. All right, we just gotta let them work. After this, we're gonna head over. Ice planet. Finally time to set this up. This is a couple minutes. Okay. I've ever done flipped asteroid. I have. I trivialize it. It's not really that bad. If anything, it's kind of nice. Guaranteed sulfur, ice on the planet. It's pretty nice. The only thing about flipped asteroid is you just have to know how to deal with the magma on top. And if you do, it's a really good planet. The thing is that you could argue whether or not the way I do it is cheating. I build a infinite spill setup like this on the bottom of the flipped, and I drain all the magma inside. So it becomes a thing where it's like, is that cheating? I guess it is, but it trivializes all the magma. And it just becomes a thing of making sure, you know, whatever it is you build inside, you use the materials inside. Teleporter trivializes it too. Yeah, you could argue that, yep. Just teleport everyone to the second planet, the radioactive ocean. I believe that's the second planet, right? That it's connected to. I actually prefer to stay on the first planet. I'm kind of weird. To be fair, watching you unload the one square was sight, dude, man. I'm so sad that when that happened, it lost to the ice biome. And it wasn't that impressive. Like, the magma didn't do the thing you would imagine magma would do, where it would melt everything in sight on contact. You know, it slowly happened. Everything slowly started to melt or stayed there. But it wasn't as, like, you know, as seen on TV. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, the magma's gonna swallow us all. And it's like the magma just covers everything. Immediately, everything catches on fire. None of that happens, man. Instead, it's like the magma solidifies. I'm like, man, this kind of sucks. I will get a job of clay just to remove you from your airflow tiles. I'm gonna use a door then, dude. Can't stop. You remove the door, you know, 3 thick tiles also works. I just gotta do this. That still works. And then all you gotta do is keep this room in a vacuum. Can't stop me. You can't. You could try, but you can't. It did, yeah. It did go through a lot of the map. All right, are we ready? All right, crew. We're gonna send in Cyberdyne. Summon, set. And let's launch. Dude, what's up with this water spill? This water spill looks kind of tight, dude. We got a little bit of a water fountain. You get an air bubble going up the side of the wall, bops everything, starts over. Water be kind of cool in this game sometimes. I placed all the magma at the right of the map, big line from top to bottom. They also give you a natural tunnel inside the flipped asteroid. It's like there's a small little like crevice that you could dig straight up to the top. You just gotta find the connecting point and know how to deal with that. Which is kind of nice. Yeah, man, the everlasting fountain of youth. It's pretty tight, man. Mamba. Where you at, baby? What's wrong? God damn it, Mamba. I gotta pay the Mamba tax. Give me 1 sec, you guys. Okay, the kitty cat got his head rubs. In a vacuum, even dupes without suits can deal with magma. It's possible. But you gotta embrace the power of the vacuum. Gotta have it, gotta have it. Man, this second planet is constantly getting meteors. Feels bad. They really do be metering sometimes. Alright, so I wanted to move some of the cold stuff in, and we did. And it's going to be chilling down the area. It's working out. How's the sour gas? 20.5. Decent. Still processing. Oh, is the gas pressure low now? Let's go. Gotta pump out all the sour gas. $500. Yeah, one of the showers there is iron. What are the chances? I guess I'm not mad about that. It's better than having to farm meteor resource. That would also kind of suck. That should be how that's done. We're trying to keep a steady line in. I don't think that's going to do anything for us, right? Yeah. We would instead want to build one of these right here. We're gonna get canned sour gas and then dump it here, because this line is gonna take forever and it's coming in at 500. So it's like we might as well use some of the pumps on this side to help that out. And technically 1 kg out, 1 kg in, non-stop. We need to do it before the pumps actually merge together. A little unfortunate, but we got to do that. And then we would cut the pipeline, probably like right here or something. 1-7. $20 kgs. Pretty good, pretty good. So we would be releasing canisters, and they would be able to move that out. It is a little bit hot, but it's like only 100 degrees Celsius. It is, I guess that is kind of bad. All right, we're gonna finish the boiler spot. The water we just keep there, I guess. There's gonna be nothing to really... Yeah, this is gonna be a vacuum eventually. Oh, they dropped the canister of sour gas. Come on. Gotta keep pumping. $1.2. Typical dupe labor, it is. These dupes. Has anyone ever made a mod that makes them finish their last job before doing the downtime? Take the wart. See, we have too many dinos. Feels weird to say that. Oh, this is working pretty well. Suits are charged now. Probably, yeah. I was gonna ask if you guys knew the name of the mod, because I don't know if that exists. I don't know if that actually exists. Artemis 2, we're gonna unground this. We're also going to... Because we could do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect that through. We're just gonna keep this empty. I guess we could put a new one right here. Wouldn't be too bad. Having 5 would be ideal, but we could just have the dupes inside doing all the jobs. Little bit of hiccup shouldn't be too bad. And then it's, do we melt this landing? That's like the one thing I'm worried about. Do we melt this when we're landing? We'll have to see. Oh, dude. Polluted ice. On top of the ladder, no impact. That's why it flashed. What did it say earlier? Unreachable toilet. Tea ice. I can't believe this is still that cold. All the hot water's on this side because all the solid objects here were negative and froze the water. Slowly gonna be taking this. I think Rest for the Weary might do it. Sets new schedule blog called Finishing Up. Lets them finish the current task before moving on. They refuse new tasks and just complete work downtime. Oh wow, that's the name of it. That's cool. The mod grip now included. Add some sort of priority to works. Dupes that's holding something keeps holding it. Still has the errand. Oh wow. That sounds like RimWorld where they just hold the item on. Let's go to sleep with this block of obsidian. And it's totally fine. What's going on, Mimic? Colorful water. Yeah, man. We're trying to make the fabled Kool-Aid fruit punch. We don't know what kind of fruits they use for that, so we're just throwing a bunch of stuff together. You know what I'm saying? People of chat, what makes up fruit punch, dude? As a kid, I've always wanted to know, because I cannot taste the different fruits inside of the fruit punch. No cap, dude. That has been something that has always eluded me. Thought it was like dupes could now climb. That'd be tight if they were able to naturally just hop on top of the buildings. Dude, that would have been so Clay-esque. You could just hop on top of the buildings. That would be so comical. It's like, let me just jump on this metal refinery while it's running. Totally safe. It's just sugar. Fair. Have you ever seen the Depression era water pie? They make a pie out of water. It's so weird. And then the guy made it, eats it. It was like, this is not bad. Oh my god. I saw a YouTube video essay about fruit punch. Really? Yeah, it's not Jello though, because all they do is I think they put water and sugar together, let it sit, and then they bake it. I think they use cornstarch. That might be like the thickening agent though. And it becomes like a Jello though, clear Jello. Yeah, the Great Depression era water pie. I believe it's what they called it. It's a Jello, yeah. It's a gelatin, I do believe. I thought about that and I was like, that weirdly kind of resembles pecan pie. Have you guys ever had pecan pie? It's just sweet. Super sweet. And it's pecan nuts. And I looked at that, I'm like, man, that looks kind of like pecan pie, just without the color. It was weird. I was like, maybe that's how they got the idea. Just put pecans in this. Oh, we're there. Fruit punch is a lie because strawberry and cherry isn't a fruit. Wait, what? Strawberry and cherry isn't a fruit? That's a thing. Are we gonna melt this? Let's go. Didn't get melted. They left the uranium here. Let's go. All right, so we need this wire. We're gonna chop it there. We're gonna chop this. Get the bottled water that we have. Everything here should be set. Look it up. Feels bad. Wait, so does that mean fruit punch has strawberry and cherries in it? Is that canon? All right, so we're just gonna keep the crew inside. Oh wait. Nah, we gotta deliver the water. Watermelon, banana is a fruit. Even though banana has no seeds. Orange, strawberries, and cherries. Wow, really? FDA doesn't have a definition of what fruit punch could be besides fruit cocktail. Could I buy fruit cocktail and blend it and get fruit punch? Does that work that way? Am I tripping? All right, boys. We're gonna do something called... forced fallout. All right, we let the steam do its thing like that. We're getting power from this battery that we power from the inside. We keep the dupes inside the rocket where they're safe. And then this is no longer feeding in water. The water got released. There is the meltdown. Boom, 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 boom. And we're great. Everything is still running. Now, not only do we have a good setup now. Let me do this. I want to get a first charge set up. We get more radiation than what we would normally have. And by the time this decays, we should have enough for this. So hopefully we don't need to have like a second mission here. We just have to stay here for the battery power. Oh wait, sorry, not fruit. They aren't a berry. Raspberry, cherry, strawberry isn't a berry. Blueberry is though. Hawaiian punch. Not gonna lie, man. I've always thought that they took all the red fruits to make fruit punch because it's red. And then I found out about food dye and I was like, oh, that's a travesty. Strawberries are fruits in both culinary and botanical sense. Cherries are drupes, which aren't even by definition fruit. There's a lot of different types of red food coloring though. Protein powder is made from bugs. Not all of it. Most of the protein powder you get, at least in America, is soy-based. Because America is the #1 producer of soybeans. It's so weird. I never knew that. Apparently, we make more soybeans than any other country. And we export a lot of it. I never knew that. I was like, what? I thought it would be like corn or something. Because we have all this high fructose corn syrup. Apparently it's soybean products. We used to export, true, used to be the #1 exporter of soy-based tofu and stuff. Yeah, the moment one realizes that food coloring is used so widely, it feels like when Mushu from Mulan cartoon movie realizes the cricket isn't lucky. You lied to me! Dude, man. Placebo effect is real. It really is. 22%. Not bad. We're doing pretty good. The battery is a little bit low. We're going to do a forced dip. Maybe not. This is full charge right now. Oh, I never did the looper. I probably should have. We didn't do the looper. Still getting good rods, though. The soybeans is taking all the water as well as avocado trees. I was reading something that was like, America's running out of water. I was like, no way. We gotta start desalinating. It's gonna be expensive, but it seems like it's gonna have to be done. I feel like when that happens, it's gonna be like bad times. Once it's like, that becomes the main water source. But yeah, man. Everything's in bad shape right now. Alright, so the reactor is still giving off some radiation. No power. My dupes are sleeping. Get the batteries, dude. You guys were supposed to have staggered schedules. Hoover Dam's almost rock bottom. Oh, that's a thing? I didn't know about the water dam stuff. There's out of water the Hoover Dam. That's scary times. Boys, it's time to feed the fishes. Oh, there's the food. Watch the big jawbows run towards the Paku. Food's here. Oh shit, dinner's ready. Oh, one of them immediately got become filleted. The baby didn't finish his food, dropped a little bit of fillet. Let's go, boys. Dude, the jawbows feeding is always so funny. They immediately run towards the Paku. Oh, you saw one of those documentaries about it? Not enough snow upstream. Global warming. Feels bad, boys. They gotta put a steam turbine on top of the world. Keep it from going bads. 3.3 cycles remaining. We have enough. That is content I like. Natural Geographic channel over here, dude, man. Nat Geo has always been really cool stuff. It's a part of it is natural things happening and then the narration. In the wild, the water evaporates into the air via condensation and evaporation. Water will slowly trickle away even from the glass of water that you're drinking from right now. All that water accumulates and becomes a cloud. You know how they always have that guy talking about it? I've always felt like, for whatever reason, it feels entertaining. Just listening to the narrator. I don't know what it is. But I've always been a fan, man. I feel like it stems from when I was young and watching Bill Nye the Science Guy. That has always been the classic. Yo, wake up. God damn it, dupes. These goddamn dupes. Don't remember where I could say that Earth's orbit and tilt are something like 26,000 year cycle or closer to the sun, meaning higher temps. Dude, there are so many crazy things, man, about why global warming is happening. Makes you wonder, though, like, how much of what we're hearing is actually, like, gonna matter. But yeah, I do hear about the Earth's axis tilting, and then that is gonna potentially shift where the equator line is. And that it's gonna change, like, the habitat of the world and stuff like that. You guys are getting a big drought this summer. I hear about that we're gonna have a big storm. Big El Nino. Nothing to wonder about. People did it. Anyone who's questioning is misinformed, brainwashed. Yeah. Realistically, man, there's a lot of just stuff happening that feels like we can't do anything about. So it's like, why worry, right? It's tough to be stressed about that kind of stuff. Gotta live in the moment. Be mad that the summers are hot. We can, but we need a leader. We need a hero. We really do, man. We need a hero and savior. Though it's tough. Powerlessness is a really real feeling, though. I'm all for helping, but it's like, it's one of those things, man. We could only really make an impact if everyone works together. But we're in a time period where the world is where it's the most... What's the word for ununited? There's a word for that, right? Disconjoined? Is that the word? We're very much in a situation where it's like that. You know what kind of sucks? I hate how a lot of the commercial vegan products are popularized. Like, vegan food in general, it is cool. You could have it. But when you go out of your way to manufacture fake foods like vegan boneless buffalo wings, and it's some weird combo of like cauliflower and soybeans, and then you realize that that in and of itself causes more environmental damage than a cow. It's one of those things, man. Wish we'd stop with that type of stuff. All right, time to launch, boys. Let's go. Yes. We gotta bounce, boys. Oh, shit. It's like, that's not the big problem. It's not. But it's a trend in the wrong direction. I'm not saying veganism is bad, though. I'm just saying specifically those weird products they try to sell to make it... Like, how do I say this? It's the new food buzz. And they're trying to pitch it as healthier. When realistically, it's worse for you if you don't get regularly doctor checkups and supplement the vitamins that you're missing. Because it's like, that's one of the key things with it. It's like, unless you have a nutritionist, you're like having some bad effects. Victory Gardens home raised meat and cut back on the store raised foods would help. That's tough, man. As much as you could try to do that, that's like, it's so much harder to do than to have like just a rule get enacted to prevent certain things from the big corporations. And not only that, like, dude, you can't really do that in Cali. We have water droughts here all the time. It's hot. So maybe you'll be able to grow food year round, but you have this problem where it's just oh, we could just leave. Let's go. Can't grow food in the city. That's another thing. Concrete jungle. But like, growing food to self-sustain is so tough. A lot of people don't have the space for it. With the number of people and number of people living in like apartments, they'll be lucky to grow a thing of basil on their like windowsill. Like, that's really the extent of home gardening right now. Fresh basil and fresh scallions. Everything human made alters how nature works in general. Just hunt your own food, man. Dude, there's no animals. If everyone started hunting their own food, I feel like there were just going to be so much endangered species. Then, and like, there's already a lot of that too. To the point where I think isn't a lot of hunting like regulated now too. Vertical farms, but it's specially built facility that would be growing fresh stuff, but everything we eat. I saw something where it was like they were feeding cows hydroponically grown grass that wasn't technically grass. It was like some weird type of like new plant they synthetically made. Grows really well on the hydroponic farms, and the cows like eat it really, like they enjoy eating it, type of thing. And I was like, huh, substitute for grass. Dude, there's so many weird videos. It's hard to argue whether or not what you're watching is even like truthful anymore. I saw a video that was saying that stop growing grass in your front yard. Apparently they're arguing that grass is an invasive plant species, prevents anything else from growing, and it doesn't give you anything in terms of like helping out the ecosystem or habitat. And we just grow it, cut it, and have it look good. None of the bugs or insects or bees or anything like that get a benefit, and we're just creating more dead space. It's always interesting, man. Corn something makes a cow chubbier and grow faster than with natural gas. That's something they do. They feed them corn. Yeah, look up primary sources that back up secondary ones. Dude, man, good luck finding sources on these documentary videos on YouTube. Yeah, man. We need a billionaire to become an environmentalist. Like, imagine if Jeff Bezos said, like, man, F all this, I'm gonna become the ultimate good guy and start investing all of his billions into saving the world. Just basic research, not too hard. I guess Google Scholar kind of works out. And yo, man, the AI stuff. There are also some YouTube channels with basic integrity and also links to papers. Haha. A lot of those are just verbatim though. Dairy cow gets fed gummy candy. Rejects to make milk sweeter, and if one of the herd eats something wrong, it ruins the whole day's milking. Wait, that's a thing? Is that like when the bees next to the M&M factory started eating the food dye that they were using for the sugar coat shell, and then they started getting weird color honey? They made like a sugar dye coating for the candy shells for the M&Ms, and then they like apparently got to it and started making honey. It was a weird color. You gotta trust yourself. That's tough, man. I am my own worst enemy. It would be 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'll be like, let's have some instant ramen, even though I have acid reflux. And then future me, it's up at like 6 in the morning, like, I can't sleep, man. I still got this acid coming up. And then I'm looking at past me, like, why did I do myself up like this? People of chat. It is time. Let's go. Oh, don't look at that. Everything got destroyed. Okay, this is pretty nice. Rip that planet. Oh, wait, what? Okay, we'll look at it again. It looks like it bugged out. A cutscene. There we go. GG. We did it, boys. We have always viewed the temporal terror as a phenomenon to fear, but like these civilizations before us, the call to adventure asks us to confront our anxiety and leap into the unknown. As a radical action of hope, I have sent enough duplicates through this temporal terror to start another colony, explore dimensions beyond ours, and plant the seeds of life throughout time and space. We did it, boys. Dude, I gotta do that. We gotta do temporal terror speed run on the day we play away team. That'd be the way to do it. We do a speed run to the tear, and then we play away team afterwards. That's such a meme start to setting that up, man. That'd be kind of funny, though. I gotta set up a save so that we could spend like 30 minutes, get the tear set up, and then we would switch. Yeah, we have to get the same dupe. Wait. Can we even get that dupe right now? Wasn't he a little bit different? It wasn't Ren, right? We don't have that dupe. Is it Ren? He looks like Ren. Wish they will add the main. They probably will. I could see them doing something like that. All right, people of chat. I want to say we beat Baator Mod. We still got sour gas here, but like, it's getting processed. It's just a matter of time. Red shirt is the same too. Classic red shirt. So yeah, we beat up the Baator Mod boys. Bonnie, Rowan, May. Wait. Do we do the double rocket? We send Ren by himself, then we send a second rocket with Bonnie, Rowan, and May. We gotta go save him, dude. An entire run only using airflow? I can't do that. You're gonna run out of metal so fast. That's metal ore, dude. You're gonna run out so fast. It's Baator mod, so we have an inflated amount. Yo, man, we would have to start on a metal planet. Like metallic swamp. You kind of have to, dude, or else you're just gonna run out. The thing with airflow tiles that sucks though is there's no move speed. You don't get the 25%. So we're gonna move a little bit slower across the board. That's kind of tough. Space on cycle 10 to grab POI. Can you get cargo module immediately? Orbital. Yeah, it's right here. I guess you could. Grab the POI that's close by. Oh, I didn't get one. What if you get unlucky in air quotes and none of these are POIs? Dube's not returning something with bans and another one to check. Then, you know, keep printing. Don't tell people that the population count went down. That Ren looks a little bit different. That's the same dude. You sure? Yeah, man. He looks the same. But yo, realistically, we're done, boys. I think there's nothing else going to be for us to do. This is not vacuumed yet, but it's about to be. It's basically getting vacuumed. If away teams and multiplayer going to do collabs, maybe not immediately. Maybe eventually. After I get a couple playthroughs. But the first playthrough is going to be solo, 100%. And then from there, it kind of depends. Like, is the other person playing for the first time? Do we have to carry them? Do they play a lot of Oni? It really depends. We don't know how that's going to work, but we have to wait and see how a away team ships out. Do both. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, guys, I think this is going to be it. With the Baator mod complete, I don't think there's anything else we're going to need to do. We did the tear. Dupes went through, got the cutscene. We did the monument too. Father Rex with baby Rex. Chilling. And we're good. Protected up top. Let's close the door. They're not coming back. And with that, guys, I think that's going to be GG for us today. All right, we got to do something. What could we do? Drain the water into the magma. Haha. People of chat. It's a great idea. It's a good way to finish off the run. I need my dupes to hurry up, though. Oh, they removed that already? That's pretty good. I guess removing all of this airflow is not bad. We'll probably need the top one. Freedom to the sour gas. We are gonna also do the most illegal thing of all time. The most illegal thing of all time. Poor Ace Ventura. He was so happy in there. Are we missing suits? We might be. We need to stop moving that. Just get the build done. This is totally gonna be fine, boys. If the seal dies, he drops tallow. That melts. Totally not doing anything suspicious. Don't worry, you guys. This is legit. Move. Totally legit, boys. Will this be fine? It will be. We are totally gonna be okay. Come on, seals. What? The pips. They know better, dude. They know better. Whoa, they just walk out? Okay, man. My bad. It didn't even need the automation. What are we doing? Making biodiesel? Seems legit. Totally, just biodiesel things. Dude, we gave everyone ranching skill. Oh, I gave everyone research. God damn it. That's why no one's doing this. It was the wrong R priority. Fall down, dude. There we go. I was wondering why this took forever. So this is totally normal stuff. Seems legit. We should also remove some of these. This is a lot faster now. Vegan biodiesel, free range, baby. Free range organic, cage free. Cruelty free. Damn, did we just deliver like a bunch of Sweetles? Did that guy carry 5 Sweetles? Did that really just happen? I thought you could only carry 1 critter at a time. That's a lot of Sweetles. I'm impressed none of the grubs got out yet. Pip went back in. Classic. They're not delivering anymore. Oh, they're all wrangling. Wait. This one open? How come this is 0 right now? This pip glitched out. No one's moving them in here. We don't have any other drop-offs, do we? That's turned off. That's turned off. There we go. Looks like it glitched out for a second. Let's see how many we're gonna move in. All right, now we're gonna see if they can actually wrangle more than one at a time. 1 dupe. 1 smooth hatch. 3 4 seals. 5 Sweetles. It does. They could carry more than 1. I didn't know that. They could carry more than 1 critter with them at a time. Look at that. That was like 20 Sweetles delivered. Wow. Pretty cool. Oh no, bro. No. Not like this. One of the seals peed. Oh no, bro. I can't believe he done this. It's a good way to die, man. Bunch of ethanol gas. God damn it, dude. I can't believe they done this. Hey, Ghost Rider coming in with the 50 months. Thank you so much, Ghost Rider. I see you over there. Welcome back to the city. You're watching us do some shenanigans right now. But yo, man, thank you so much. Coming in with a big 50. Let's go, man. Thank you for the long time support. We will never financially recover from this, boys. We won't. The ethanol hotbox. None of the critters have died yet. We're going to argue it's so far a success. What did I come into? We're doing some shenanigans. One died. Oh, it was probably the seal that peed everywhere. God damn it, dude. All right, we have way too many critters. I don't think we're going to be able to move all of them. We so far have 160 inside, and in this setup 400. Okay, I mean, it's a good chunk. Not all of them. It's raining ethanol. It's super cooling. Nah, it's ethanol. Drunk man's dream. We're still moving in the babies, though. See, it's only 90 degrees. It's not that bad. 90 degrees. All right, boys, that's good enough. We're not going to move everyone here. It's a big struggle. We have just way too many critters. We let them kind of just go too much. It's time to release the fishes. Imagine if a dupe gets ethanol exposed, he'd get drunk, have a wild mood swing. Don't let him keys his spaceship. Have you ever seen that meme where Clint Eastwood is chugging a handle of whiskey and he's chugging the bottle? It was full in the beginning. He's chugging it on the way out and then finishes the bottle right before it gets into the car. That's what I'm imagining, man. This is... Yeah, we finished. Temporal tear is complete. And the crazy thing is that the magma is not solidifying. The ethanol is condensing. Wow. Waterfall vacuum. Oh, never mind. It boiled. It got released. It got released. We're probably going to be wrapping up stream after this. The giant water lock. Very legit. Very legit. $350 factorial next stream, probably not. That's a lot of steam. It's only 100 degrees though. That's the thing I'm kind of impressed by. The temperature of the steam is very not bad. I guess the water's keeping it cool. And we had that much water, I guess. Did we get the loop right here? Carbon dioxide. Steam condenses back down into water. The steam is not getting too hot, man. I thought it would be a lot worse than this. All the critters are just chilling. I like how all those Sweetos are up here, though. They don't want to go down anymore. Open up the sour gas. Sour gas is going to heat up fast, but it's not really conductive. You're still moving critters in, dude. What's happening? The Jawbones are doing their best to not fall into the pit of doom. And there's that. He's going to the left, man. He's trying. Somehow the Jawbones are, ironically, the smartest critter here. Oh, he fell. Not gonna get back up, man. You know what I kind of want to see now? I want to see a Paku swim up the waterfall. I want to see if that's actually possible. It's not, right? You would need 350 kgs on the tile for it to be able to swim on it. Chilling at 18. Has to be viscal gel. I'm waiting for this guy to fall. There it is. Can he swim in the lava? You know, for science. Can he swim in the lava? Looks like he's just stuck there. Oh, he might not be able to go through. Yeah, he's actually stuck. No, feels bad. We're gonna have to relocate. Let's go, Salima. He doesn't want to go. We gotta deliver him. Oh. Is he moving? Flopping. Animation's gone. Dude, he's taking damage. He's oh, I was gonna say. He's trying, man. He really is. Boop. Jawbo fillet. 2% rotted already. Now he's in a better place. Somehow everything here survived. Oh, another fish. Classic. Dude, I'm impressed how separated everything is. All right, release the steam. He's joining them, boys. He's in the lava. Let's go. I like how all the Sweetos are on the right side. I don't know why. The seals are still alive. No biodiesel has been made. Oh, Sweeto just died. Oh. Looks like they're starting to get wrecked by the steam. Picking up some meat. The towel takes a while to actually heat up. Huh, none of the pips made it out, huh? Or did they? I guess it is what it is. People of chat, GG. It is gonna be time to wrap things up for the night, boys. We are gonna be done with the run. And the critters are a little bit more resilient than I thought. Also, it's taking a while for this water to heat up. None of the magma here felt like it actually, like, did anything. It just stayed there. Feels bad, man. I don't have much infinite storage. What, my oxygen? You could barely see the oxygen, though. Oh, look at the thickness. The thickness of the oxygen. Popped eardrums everywhere. You know what would have been cool? They had a hidden mechanic that if you put a critter in 10,000 degrees or 10,000 kilograms of oxygen, they become a giant. Like the old school dinosaurs, dude. People of chat, it is going to be time for us to wrap things up for the night.